Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Hopefully everyone is enjoying their Sunday morning. As you can see, I have two blaster boxes of Topps Chrome Dune that I'm going to be opening for you guys. This product has been out for a little bit now. Of course, there's the hobby version and there are blaster boxes available for everyone to open. So if you can't, if you're on budget limits or something, you can go ahead and open up a blaster box. Or if you want to just get it over with, just get a hobby box. See what luck you have. Alright, each box is going to have 28 cards here. It says there are 90 cards in the whole set. It says to look for rare autographs and inserts. See, Chalamet here is on the cover. And I think, it doesn't say, oh yeah, it does right here. It says you can find exclusive Sandworm, Refractor parallel box. Let's go ahead and check it out. Let's get these packs out. I know it has been a while since I put out the last video I put out, but that's mostly due to not finding what I was looking for. Nowadays, it's, I wanted to open up some SpongeBob, wanted to open up some Disney Chrome, but I was not able to find it out there. It was always out of stock, so. But luckily, I went to a GameStop the other day and they had Dune blasters, and I said, why not? I enjoyed the movies. The movies are pretty good. Let's test out our luck, see if we can get an autograph out of here. Instead of just buying a hobby box. These blaster boxes are $30 compared to the hobby. I think when it first came out, it was been like 200 or so, but I know they come down a bit since. You would think it'd be a hot item for people to collect, but the reason it's probably not being open as much or so is because, yes, you can get autographs, but there are two of the main characters are not on the checklist, Chalamet and Zendaya. But you can get everyone else's autographs pretty much. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure there's like a whole contract or licensing stuff with that. But hey, they put out a product for the movie. Let's go check it out. See if we can pull an Oscar Isaac autograph. Maybe a Josh Brolin one. Jason Momoa. Or even Christopher Walken. That would be a nice one to pull. And here are the cards. This is the base look of it. Here's the front. Here's the back. Not bad. Yeah, Freeman. Oh, there's Chani. See, everyone would have gone crazy if there's been an autograph of her in this set, but they couldn't. Then we have Stilgar arrives, of course, in that scene when he comes up and spits. Conspiracy. So you're gonna see cards of, the characters and of scenes throughout the movies, both movies. Oh, I know we have something here. Another shot right here of the Doctor, the Reverend, there's Princess Rulon. Pretty sure I'm butchering these pronunciations. What we got here? House Harkonnen, reign on Arrakis. It's like a refractor of some sorts. Because I know that it does have the Sandworm parallel. It just looks like a regular base. Yeah, not a bad one to get with a parallel. Doesn't say on the back, but I believe this is the Sandworm ray wave parallel that they say. So that's actually not bad. Anytime you can get one of the main characters. But yeah, hopefully everyone's been having a good time. I know I have. Quick little recap of since the last time I was on here making a video. Here we got a young Timothy Chalamet. Horizontal screenshots. Oh, there is right there stuff. The man himself right there. Oh, and Christopher Walken. We're looking for your autograph, man. Can you show up? Because I have seen his autographs pop up, and the good thing is that they've been all on card autos, I think. So that would be pretty sick to have. Just in general, just to have Christopher Walken autograph. I'm having breakfast. Here's the lieutenant. The Mother's Test, and here's our numbered card. It says you're guaranteed one numbered parallel in each box. Pretty hard to see the numbering on this one. Oh, upside down. This will be 132 out of 275. Of course, not the character you're looking for. I know this guy ends up getting killed. Spoilers if you haven't seen the movie. But as I was saying, catching up what's been happening, as we all know, my Dodgers. I am a Dodgers fan. Going back to the World Series this year, and everyone is upset at them. We're the villains, of course, because of all the money we've spent. And everyone's yelling at a cloud, saying they were ruining baseball. And you know what? I'm just here living for it. I know there's all the explanations here. There's Duncan, Idaho. People trying to defend it, others attacking it. And you know what? All I'm saying is just let it happen. Let them spend. If this makes other teams want to spend, then cool. If not, everyone's saying it's going to lead to a lockdown for 2027. Ooh, we got another parallel in here? Was that not the Sandworm one? Let's find out. We got the Baron right there. Ooh, Duke Leto in uniform. Looking fancy. His little portrait. Concept art. There's the mission. It's just a concept. It's just an insert. Collect all 20 art cards. Actually looks pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. Put that back there. But yeah, as I was saying, my Dodgers back to the World Series. Now we're just waiting to see who we're gonna face. Is it gonna be the Mariners? Are they gonna finish it today and win the series? Or is it gonna be Blue Jays? I know people are afraid of it being a West Coast World Series, you know, if it were to be Mariners and Dodgers, because, you know, all the games would probably be, you know, here in my time, probably like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, but it would be a pain for those on the East Coast. You know, start basically at 9 o'clock for y'all, or even 10. But I'm all here for it. Why not? Let's have a West Coast World Series. So I'll be rooting for the Mariners. Get it done. Oh, there's my guy right there. Stilgar is my favorite character at the movie. He's such a fanboy of Chalamet's character. Elisana Gaib. Just kept on praising him the whole time. A new Vision Refractor. I wish he had autographs in here of Javier Bardem, but he does not. Alright. So we got our numbered parallel out of the first box, as it says it is guaranteed in there. We did get a couple parallels as well. We got one numbered, we got the Ray Wave, we got a couple refractors. Let's see what we can find in this second box here. More scenes out of the movie. There's Chani again. There's the Doctor, and there's Lady Jessica, played by Rebecca Ferguson. See if in this one we can get an autograph or a lower numbered parallel. Hey, let me know down below if you guys are going to be buying into this product. If you're a fan of the movies, would you go out and get it? Or would you just rather, you know, wait for the singles to appear on eBay and get the autographs of the characters that you want? And there's Dave Bautista and his character, the plan for Iraqis, the Refractor. And for our Ray Wave parallel, it is of Lady Jessica. Put that right here. Let's hope they don't fall. Next one up. We got Chani here again. I mean, some of them are doomed to repeat. I mean, it's only the amount of fair amount of characters that they put in here. It's only a 90 card checklist. But I will say, Topps did a good job on the quality on these. see what else is going on. You know, besides me talking about sports, there is of course the non-sports side. You got Dune, Disney coming out with more products. You know, you had Chrome Disney, then you had Disney Wonder that came out recently as well. Then of course there's SpongeBob. That's a cool scene. Has the Baron Hughes. And there's Lady Jessica, who best Stilgar. And for our next parallel, ooh, we get Lady Jessica again. And this one is going to be 61 out of 175. Kind of looks like an aqua parallel. Aqua or teal. I really wish Topps would put it in the back, just like Upper Deck does with their parallels. Why can't all companies just do that? I know Panini does at times in certain products. Upper Deck does a good job on that. Topps does it at times with refractors or in other products, but why can't they just do it in every product? Not bad. Put her up there. So we got our parallel, we got our Ray Wave. Now can we find an autograph? Stilgar again. More concept art behind the scenes. Or just behind the scenes. And we got Visions of Chani. Refractor. Should probably have it behind the scenes and then character concepts or art concepts. Crash Landing in the Desert. Breakfast. This lady, and we got Dave Bautista himself. He plays such a mean character, thinking he was all that, but then when it came, you know, he did his one-on-one against Gurney, he got beat. Had no skill. Alright, last pack here. Last pack. See if you can find an autograph. You got the Baron. Oh, there's Gurney right there. It's a training session with him. Search for the Assassin. And here's the last card. Path into the Desert. Refractor. Doesn't say in the back Refractor, but definitely is a Refractor. And that's gonna do it. You know, my apologies if you guys weren't into this product. You know, something different. You know, I usually mostly do collect sports, but every now and then I like to open up some of this non-sport stuff. Because why not? Why not just give it a shot? See what we can pull. Also, it's Dune. Two good movies, you know. Waiting for the third one to come out, whenever that would be. But here is the review of our hits here out of 2 blaster boxes. We got the Ray Wave. I guess this is the Sandworm. It doesn't say, but there is a Sandworm Ray Wave parallel. We got one of Lady Jessica and Chani. Not too bad, considering they are part of the main cast, main characters. I just thought that the Duke Leto, the art concept was pretty cool. It's a nice little insert to put there to collect. And for our 2 number cards, we got one of looks like a speckle, like purple speckle. And then we have one of Lady Jessica, which looks like an aqua refractor at a 175. And then it's like purple. Maybe that's a bit like maybe it's some kind of like spice refractor. Who knows? Because I know they do have spice relics apparently, or like a spice refractor. But those are lower numbered. Fortunately, we didn't get any autographs out of these 2 blaster boxes. But hey, you never know. Like maybe I go back there at GameStop, grab a couple more and see, test our luck. Or, you know what? Honestly, it's probably just be it for me on Dune. Just want to see how the cards look, see if we get lucky. But I'd say we did pretty good. Not bad for a blaster box. You know, considering you get a couple parallels, refractors, and a numbered card in each box. And awesome that you get a chance to pull autographs out of here too. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today, guys. I know it's been a while since I've been putting out videos. I was hoping I can find more stuff to open, but it's my issue of just being indecisive of what to open. And I guess even if it's just something I've already opened on the channel, I guess I wouldn't mind opening them again. I just see a bunch of, you know, Top Series 2 blaster boxes around there, a bunch of basketball and football. Maybe I should have grabbed some basketball and football ones to open up for, since it is Sunday for football. And then of course we have the NBA season coming up, starting this upcoming week. Probably should have grabbed some of Panini, since their licensing is over now with basketball. Now it's over to Topps. Topps is going to come out with their flagship of basketball, which will be available this week, which I haven't ordered. I'm pretty sure I'll find tons of it available out there in the wild, especially with blaster boxes. I mean, it's flagship, so there's gonna be plenty for everyone to open. So maybe I'll grab a couple of those to open up for on the occasions when it's football and basketball. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me today. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys think of the product, if you open it yourself or not, or if you have, feel free to share what you've gotten out of here. Which way is the best way to go? Should have just gone with hobby box and get have a higher chance, or maybe blaster box is the way to go. Who knows? But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Enjoy the rest of your day and stay safe out there.